So I was just thinking about it, right? And there's gnarly people, and then there's snarly people. I'm around the bros, I know the bro lingo, and you don't hear snarly too much. And gnarly's always thrown out, so I was just kind of breaking this down in my head, like, gnarly is like super good shredder, like killing the waves or slashing the pow. And gnarly dudes, they can even like have dreads. Those guys are gnarly. And breathalyzers inside your car, that's fucking gnarly. But it is not snarly. I mean, well, it's kind of snarly. Snarly to me is like, you're gnarly for sure. You're definitely gnarly, but you're like sketchy gnarly. Like, you're snarly. And, usually means you're like living out of your car, questionably homeless, long hair, maybe you haven't showered in a while. Like, you were gnarly, but now you're just like snarly, bro. And I don't know if I want to do drugs with those type of people, like, and they're always the ones that are offering it to you, like, more so than the gnarly dudes. Like, the gnarly dudes are like, yeah, dude, let's smoke some grass or whatever. But the snarly ones will like push it on you, like, oh, let's go do this, or oh, do you want some of these? I got them really cheap. It's like, dude, that's too snarly, bro. Like, snarl back just a little bit. Just bring it back just a notch. Like, can't we just like skate this mini ramp? Or do it, like, why does sketchy drugs have to be involved, And then you're like, as you're getting high with them, like, starting to like question in your mind, like, wait, is this guy homeless? Like, is he gonna leave eventually, or does he want to like live in this campsite with us? Like, normally you run into these people when you're out in the woods and you're camping or doing shit you shouldn't be, like at a music festival, or whatever. And then all of a sudden, snarly, Chris comes out of somewhere, and you're halfway into the smoke session with this dude, and you're like, wait, like, what? Wait, something's weird here. Then it like clicks, you're like, dude, this guy's just snarly, it's what it is. He's one of those, god damn it. Then it's like, what do you do, Like, I've been in that situation more than once where it's like, fuck, okay, we gotta ditch snarly Chris here. Then you're like trying to like telecommunicate with your friends as you like pass the bowl to them. You're like, no. I think you're just like coughing, and you're like, fuck. Speaking of like telecommunication, I had a run-in a few years back now, and it's a real goddamn thing. Like, the mind is powerful as fuck. Telecommunication is just like the start of it, and I don't know, I'm a believer. I believe in Sasquatch, I believe in telecommunication, I believe in anything that's cool. So years back, right, me and my buddies are sitting around getting stoned to the bone. Got this big like percolating bong, right? We weren't even smoking like right then. And I'm sitting across the room from these guys, and I think there's 3 of us. And all of a sudden, I'm like staring at the bong, like on the table, like kind of weirded out, like getting some vibes up there. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I look up, and my buddy across the room is like staring at it too. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, yeah, I'm baked, but like, it's like sucking me in. And then my third buddy like kind of picks up on it too. He's like, slower one in the group, and all of a sudden we're like all staring at this bong, and the fucking bong like boom, like out of nowhere, just fucking tips over and shatters on the table. Like a nice fucking bong, too. Like, that's a punch in the kisser. But we didn't really talk about it at the time, because I was the only one that, like, really picked up on it. My buddy across the table, you know, the one with the full brain, was kind of like looking at me weird, like, whoa, man, that was kind of different. Like, what happened there? And I was totally mind fucked, like, whoa, like, we just fucking moved that bong with our mind, like, badass. So, you know, what do? Fucking try to go start studying engineering. That lasted all about 3 months, and I was like, fuck this. You know, that was actually the 3rd time I dropped out of school to snowboard. Yeah. Pretty impressive, I know. It's actually the first thing I put on my resume. Bullet point 1. Dropped out of school 3 times. Graduated at 27. Boom! Didn't see that coming. I did it once in high school, so I'm 16, right? I moved up north just to snowboard. My mom thinks, you know, I'm gonna go to school. Yup. I went to like half my classes that year. But I was a good student, you know. I was smart before I turned into a complete stoner, which was right around the same time. But no, I skipped like legit half my classes. I don't know how I didn't get truancy and all that crap. All my buddies were getting it. I don't know. I snuck under the table with a bunch of fake notes from my ma, you know, and she got onto that eventually and about cut off my dick. But, you know, I was 16. Like, fucking A, I didn't want to sit in school. I skipped out every day. Would go shred. It was sick. And, you know, then didn't learn my lesson there. Fast track about 4 years, and I'm in community college, sitting around picking my butt. There weren't even any cute girls. Like, don't go to community college if you're young and single. Like, it's got like everything that you don't expect out of college. Like, it's like the bare minimum of college, you know? I mean, I don't, like, how did that even, like, pass high school to graduate into college? Because I wouldn't have passed it. I would have flunked the shit out of community college. So yeah, no chicks, no, like, community, no fun, you know, like, it's boring as shit. There is no community in community college. Like, that is the one thing it's lacking. This doesn't make sense. Like, why, like, don't try to cover that shit up by naming your college after what you want it to be, but you know it's completely fucking not. Like, goddamn. Tell it how it is. Like, if I were to rename community college, I would just call it, like, kinda college. Maybe, like, transitional college, or, like, college for seniors, or, you know, people that are old and already have a life and are like, fuck, I want to make more money, so they like sneak out at night and go read. You know, if I were to go back to community college, it'd have to be at night, because that's like when it's popping there, you know. And popping, I mean sitting in class and studying 4 calculuses. Cripes. But no, I'd go back to night school and study astrophotography. And that's actually what I minored in, was astrophotography. I mastered in underwater basket weaving and then minored in astrophotography. And if you don't know what either of those are, you're like 96% of the population. You can get your fucking degree in like anything these days. Like, oh, I'm gonna get my degree in Greek culture, you know, even though I live in Hawaii. What the fuck? Like, what kind of drugs were you on when you decided to do that and then continued to do that for 4 years? Like, what kind of snarly people are you fucking hanging out with, man? Like, don't hit that shit. Don't hit it. You don't know what's in that peace pipe that Snarly Chris just pulled out. Fuck. Now you're studying underwater fucking basket weaving and taking astrophotography during the day. This fucking world, it just doesn't make sense sometimes, you know? And maybe it's those people that need to go to community college, you know? They need to learn the hard way that some shit just sucks and you gotta just walk away. I mean, Dog's got it right. If you can't eat it, then you pee on it and walk away. Fucking A. And they didn't even go to community college or any college. They figured that one out. So, riddle me that shit. So that's number 2. And then, well, going back to the old bong story and dropping out of engineering. What was I thinking? You know, like, who does that much math? I mean, it's challenging. It's, you know, different, but 3 calculuses? There's like, I think there's 4. It's like, okay, yeah, we're gonna give you calculus, the worst thing in the world, and then we're gonna do it over again 3 more times after that. Like, fucking A. Why don't we just, like, design something that would do calculus for us? I don't know. There's an idea. Weird thought. Main reason I dropped out was to start Chemistry Clothes, aka a yoga pack company, aka making that booty smile. And yeah, like that really fucking happened. Walked out of chemistry class, started Chemistry Clothes. It was pretty dope. We lasted about a year and I lost like $200. You know, fucking A. It's a little snowy out here. We're getting a few inches. I'm back in the backwoods, so taking it easy, you know, nice and slow. Come around the corner and I'm like, oh shit, someone's in the ditch, you know. It looked like a vehicle in the ditch with some snow on it, and so I slow down, I'm pulling up, and I'm like, what the? Turns out it was a rock. Like, it was a fucking rock. My brain literally thought a vehicle was a rock, or a rock was a vehicle. Like, how do you mix those two up? And this is the second time now I'm stuck behind a fucking plow driver. And like, okay, like, I appreciate your job. I get it. You know, you clean off our streets, make our roads all nice, but like, dude, you're going 25, bro, and you got a line the size of fucking Texas behind you. Like, just get out of the fucking way. Just for a little bit. Like, just, you know, let everyone by like a civil human being. You know? And then you can keep doing your shit. I mean, you're getting paid overtime probably, because for some reason they just like to dish out money to these guys. Come on, bro. And then what? You got a sign that says "Stay back, stay alive." Like, pfft, that's the most threatening thing I've heard in a while. Like, Jesus. If I were to like say that to someone, like in a normal day-to-day public conversation, like, what if I'm just walking down like the fucking sidewalk and I turn around to the person behind me and I like stare them straight into the eyeballs and I'm like, stay back and stay alive. Like, I would get fucking arrested. If they did not take off running past me, I would question their sanity at that point. Like, and then we just got these fucking big ass plow trucks getting paid out the wazoo, and I'm getting freaking death threats from their bumper. You know, next time you you're in public and you see like a 3-year-old, you know, maybe even like a 2-year-old, like really little but can still comprehend, like, you know, language. Just get down to their level and like open your eyes really big and just say, stay back, stay alive. If they did not take off running past me, I would question their sanity at that point.